Why do all motorcycles, with some exceptions, reach up to 300 kilometers per hour? Haven't you ever had the feeling that the machine can do more when you've reached the coveted 300? Indeed, it can, but today we'll find out why it doesn't allow us. To answer this question, we need to go back to the past, to the 90s of the last century. A fantastic decade marked by serious technological progress. 90s, it was a pleasant time to live on this planet, and one of the reasons for this was motorcycles. At that time, all eyes were on them, and everyone wanted just one thing. More and more speed, as much speed as possible. In 1992, Honda turned the motorcycle world upside down with its cult model CBR900RR, the so-called Fire Blade. Thus, Honda marks the start of a new stage in the speed competition. The answer doesn't wait. Massimo Tamburini from Ducati designs his masterpiece, the 916, no less iconic motorcycle. Of course, in this speed race, other well-known favorites join in: Suzuki GSXR 750, Kawasaki ZXR 750, and Yamaha. Let's go back to the beginning of the 90s and trace the motorcycle history in chronological order. Kawasaki releases the ZZR1100, also known as the Ninja ZX11, equipped with a 4-cylinder inline engine with a displacement of 1052 cc and a power output of 145 HP. I suppose the specifications of this motorcycle do not impress you, but it was the fastest production motorcycle from 1990 to 1996. It reached the incredible speed of 283 km/h. This large engine could cover 400 meters in 10.4 seconds, an achievement that is still terrifyingly fast. There are other fast motorcycles released just before the ZX11: Yamaha FZR1000, Honda CBR1000F, the classic Suzuki GSXR 1100. The ZX11 holds the title of the fastest motorcycle for 6 years until the new king of speed appears: Honda CBR 1100 XX Super Blackbird. As soon as you hear the name, you understand the engineer's idea. Honda's motorcycle is named after the fastest jet-powered aircraft, the Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird. The Blackbird is equipped with a 4-cylinder inline engine with a displacement of 1137 cc and a power output of 164 HP. Honda truly achieves its goal, creating the fastest motorcycle in the world and taking the crown from the ZX11 after 6 years of reign. The maximum speed reached by this Honda model is 287.3 km/h. I'm sure you're wondering where Suzuki is in this race. Probably, Suzuki was wondering the same thing. Thus, the idea for the ultra-popular motorcycle, the Suzuki GSX1300R Hayabusa, was born. This large GSXR is named after the fastest flying bird, the peregrine falcon. Hayabusa in Japanese means falcon. An interesting fact that I want to mention is that the favorite food of falcons is blackbird. We all imagine what the result was when the Hayabusa became a reality. At that time, it was the largest engine used in a sport bike. The Hayabusa also boasts incredible aerodynamics. The Falcon not only overtakes the Blackbird, but also reaches an impressive 312 km/h. Later, in 1999, Honda significantly updates the Blackbird by adding fuel injection and numerous other updates. But this is not enough to dethrone the Hayabusa from its throne. For years, Kawasaki has been known as a manufacturer of speed and wants to regain its past glory. The production of the ZX-R12R begins with a clear goal: to dethrone the Hayabusa. The idea was to exceed the 320 km/h barrier. But here, the so-called moralists, do-gooders, and angry little souls intervene. Motorcycles are labeled as machines of death, and whether this is correct or not, there is talk of banning them. It is said that representatives of BMW flew to Japan to discuss the situation with other leading companies. Of course, no one wanted to stop generating profits from motorcycle sales. We all know that there is no way people would stop riding motorcycles. neither before nor now nor at any time. However, something had to be done. This is the reason why motorcycles are electronically limited to the safe 300 km/h. This is the so-called gentleman's agreement. This is the main reason the speed battle in serial production ends. Kawasaki and Suzuki have never officially confirmed this agreement, but Honda states that their motorcycles will not exceed 300 km/h. Actions speak louder than words, although Kawasaki and Suzuki do not acknowledge such an agreement. The ZX14 appears in 2014 as the successor to the ZX12. The ZX14 is more powerful and accelerates faster than both the ZX12 and the Hayabusa. It covers 400 meters in 9.47 seconds and accelerates from 0 to 100 km/h in 2.5 seconds. Undoubtedly, this motorcycle will beat the Hayabusa in terms of speed. However, as you suspect, the maximum speed of the ZX14 is 299 km/h. The agreement is observed for years until the Italian manufacturers from MV AUGUSTA release the new F4A. They call it 312 because it reaches a maximum speed of 312 km/h. The next one to break the agreement is the one who is said to have initiated it. BMW S1000RR reaches 303 km/h. Ducati follows suit with their Panigale. Ducati also surpasses the 300 km/h barrier, although the bike is for the track only. It records a speed of 325 km/h. It seems that Europeans don't care about the gentleman's agreement, but the Japanese have not yet had their last word. In 2015, Kawasaki releases the H2R. The beast is equipped with a compressor and has a power output of 310 horsepower. The model's capabilities are demonstrated visually in Turkey on the newly opened Osman Gazi Bridge. Kenan Sofuoglu, with a few adjustments and without any modifications, manages to reach 400 km/h. But the motorcycle is limited to 300 km/h despite its capacity. In fact, most 1,000cc motorcycles are capable of exceeding the coveted 300. But for 30 years, this gentleman's agreement has remained in force.